Hey guys, so now it's time for my monthly favorites. I usually start off with my empty just because there's less of those and I like to talk more about the favorites. I have two makeup removers. This is the Simple from the Simple line. It's the Micellar water or Micellar water. I don't know how to say it. I heard two different, whatever. So this is the eye makeup remover and the cleansing water. So I used both of these each night when I would take off my makeup. I would try to use this one and this one all over the face, this one specifically on my eyes. I have a whole video about makeup removers, so I will link that in the bottom bar and also put a little card up here if you're watching this on a computer. I'll link them below. I was just so happy to get rid of these, honestly, because they just weren't amazing. They didn't compare really to the Garnier versions that I talk about in my favorite removers and all about removers video, but I was just so glad to get rid of these. Honestly, I was actually trying to get rid of them so that I could reuse the packaging, and for some reason I can't, like, they don't like pop off, like I can't reuse this, so I'm really upset about that. I don't know, do you guys have any know how to reuse these? I was just trying to reuse it so I can put the other one in it because I like the nozzle in this. That's really all that I like about this. So that sucks. And then this one just didn't really work for my mascara. I always wear waterproof mascara. It just didn't do much. So I'm not going to repurchase these ever again, especially not because I can't reuse the bottles. That's so annoying. I usually forget things from like the bath, so I usually would just toss it. But I just remembered to put this in there. This is the Acne Wash by Body Wash. I got this when I first started working out, like last year when I started to get ready for my wedding, because I was wearing a backless dress. And the back is the part where I get the most, issues whenever I work out, especially. So I bought this one. I don't know if it worked, but I guess what I didn't like either were from these little like beads. They just didn't really, nothing really was special about this, to be honest. I was just trying to get rid of it, but at the moment I just bought it because I just needed to get something and like feel like I was like working on something right away. So I'm not gonna buy this again. One thing that I was in my collection for like a long time, finally opened it, and it's actually interesting because the color of this isn't black. It's like a charcoal gray. I never used it. I forgot all about it, but I'm not going to buy this again. And it smelled because I hadn't used it for a long time. One other Empties is from LA Splash. This is the Proof Sealer Eyeshadow Sealer Base. This was really big on YouTube for a long time. This was like the ideal kind of holder, sealer, primer for glitters. And it did work really well, but I had it for a long time. Whoa! Oh, that smells really bad. It reeks, and I know it's like more than a year old. Another product that I'm getting rid of is the Inglot liner. It's number 77. I like this liner a lot. It's actually almost all full. I just needed a softer liner in my kit, and this was starting to get very like jelly-like. I know there's a whole Inglot thing. I own it. It just doesn't work for me. Like, it really doesn't. So I'm still kind of peeved that I even bought it. But I'm talking about, like the little like formula that you mix it with and it revives your liner. I don't have time to revive my liner in my kit when I'm doing a bride or the trial. Like, what an awful like thing to like set up a bride to kind of go, oh yeah, I'm using old shit on you. Like, no. I'm just going to toss this one. I really like the liner. I think it's awesome in a kit. I think it works amazing. But for my own personal kit, my version that I got dried out really quickly. So it works in my kit. It does not work in my personal collection. So I'm getting rid of this. On to my favorites. My first favorite is the Milani Conceal and Perfect Foundation. I have an entire video of me doing a review on it, a wear test, and a demo. I'll link that below because I think it has some good information on there. I do have more thoughts about it now. So what I will say is that it definitely does not keep you matte. It's not for that. But it lasts a long time. Does that make sense? So let me break it down between like two different foundations. So another example of a foundation is Face and Body. It's really pretty. It looks very beautiful, but it doesn't last. It's not mattifying, but it doesn't last all day, and it looks blotchy when it comes off. This guy will last a long time, like an entire day, but I'm just extremely oily. So when I blot, it's okay. I'm not making this foundation sound good. The coverage is awesome. I think the color's good. So the color range is great. it's a very thick foundation, but it's like full coverage. Like, to be honest, it's a full coverage. Like, it's not something that's natural. But like the finish of it's really nice, and I like this for like my everyday foundation. When I think of everyday foundation, I'm not thinking heavy duty, long lasting, mattifying. I'm not thinking any of those things. I'm thinking like it lasts a good while. It looks good. The color matches. I don't have to work a lot with it. And it's not expensive. I just think it's a good everyday foundation, and I really do like the way it lasts. I have to set my face. In my demo, the first time I tried it, I set my entire face with the Laura Mercier powder, and it was like way too dry. And I was like, is this foundation just too dry? But it lasted all day. The second time I wore it, I only put it in smaller areas, and it lasted all day long, but it didn't completely stay matte. So it definitely has to do with how you set your foundation. That's the reason why I like this foundation. I think it's very versatile. You can manipulate it in a way where it can really match with your skin type, which I like. So yeah, I like this a lot. My second favorite is this guy. This is a duo from Wet n Wild. It's the contouring palette. This guy is in the color Caramel Toffee. And so it has, you know, a yellow toned highlighting powder and then a dark toned brown powder. So the brown powder it's pretty good. It's not like completely so dark. Well, it's very powdery. It's very powdery. But the light color is what I like the most about it. So that's light, right? But I like it. Like, I like to put it underneath my eyes very softly with a beauty blender. But I like putting this underneath my eyes. I like to set my eyelids with this when I put my primer on for my eyelids. It just does something a little bit too. It just like brightens up the skin. It's definitely not my skin tone. That's not at all what I'm going for when I'm putting that underneath my eyes. I don't put a lot of light colors under my eyes either. I don't like highlight to the gods or anything like that, like underneath here. But this kind of gets me a little bit where it's like, I just do a little bit. There's, I think, 2 colors. It kind of sucks, but I really like this. I don't love the contour color. I think it has to do with the foundation I put underneath. I think that I should only use it with the L'Oreal Pro Matte foundation. It just might be smoother. Every other foundation I've used this with, it kind of seems a little patchy to me. So I don't love this for that. I put this on the lids mostly for like a crease color. So I'm not mad at that. I just really like this color a lot. Speaking of contours that I do like, you guys know what this is. I've never used this product until this month. I was at a Sephora and what did I end up buying? Oh, I had to buy a corrector for my kit, which is so annoying because I don't use correctors and I hate having to get it for my kit. But I got my girls covered, especially my dark complexion girls with bags under your eyes. I got you, booze. I saw this in the little checkout line. You guys know where the part where you like buy, you're like, what else do I need? What else do I need? Because you know you want to buy all that shit. So this is what I was like. I want to buy this. I think I can't remember who I saw online. Shoot, was it Mac Daddy? Magic Star maybe? I think it was, I don't remember who I saw online that had like my skin tone. And they have like a deeper complexion, and then they were using Hoola. And I was like, whoa, 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 whoa. Like, am I crazy? Like, did I just think it was way too light? I know I put it on my hand before and just gone, that's too light. And I tried it and I thought, it was like, whoa, this stuff is amazing. Why did I take so damn long to buy this? And I'm kind of mad that I even bought the small one. I might even go back and just get the big size. But the reason I hate the small one is because you got to get your brush and you got to manipulate it in there, which is annoying. But I really, really like the way this makes your contour look. I think it's a really good lower bronzer. It's a really nice like tone to it. It's not too orange. It's not too red. And it's a good contour color. So this is a great bronzer contour color. I really like it. Anywho, my next favorite is this mascara. This is the waterproof mascara in the Lash Stiletto from Maybelline. This is not a new mascara. This is like an oldie type of mascara. But this is my first time really using it in the past 2 months. And I actually was videotaping a vlog, and I ended up not like putting the vlog together. It just didn't, I don't know, it was like a giant mess. But if you guys want me to vlog ever, let me know, because I do have a wedding coming up soon where I'm going to be out of town, and it's going to be really exciting, and there's going to be, like, the girls there are really fun and stuff, so I might vlog. I just don't know. I don't know. If you guys, like, do you guys care? You know how vlogs are. You know how vlogs are. They're very much like, you know, let me set the camera here and pretend I'm walking fake. Okay, let me set the camera here and do it from a different angle and just act. Like, that's just not me. There's some vlogs that are just very candid, genuine. There's no, like, cutesy light sequins and music, like they're just very raw. I like those kinds. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. just tell me. Back to the mascara. So anyways, I tried this on for the first time, but I really like it. This mascara makes your lashes look long. So there's another one from L'Oreal, Telescopic. That one makes them really thick. The Favoties make them really thick and long. This one makes them just long, and they like make them almost spidery, but I in a good way. And I really like it. So I'm gonna try to do a video where I specifically show how I wear this. In my last video, you'll see me use it, but it's not like an in-depth, you know, way of seeing it. So I'll try my best to do in my next video like a close-up of how I actually apply this particular mascara, just so you guys can see how it looks like. I mean, this stuff is awesome. This is like a whole drugstore day except for one product. That's pretty cool. Next product is the brush that I've been using to contour. So this is an e.l.f. complexion brush. You can get it from Walgreens, Target, I think some CVS's, I think some Walmart, some Old Navy's have this. Yeah, they have it at the Old Navy. I really like this brush for contour. So it lays the color because you can kind of, it's a very like soft brush, it's not so dense, so you can really kind of like sculpt it and then go upwards. I really like this one. It's really good for packing on the color too, and then also like buffing out. It's very soft. I really do think that this foundation, or this, yeah, foundation complexion brush is a really good bronzer brush. I like to dip this in the Hoola bronzer specifically because it's just such a soft formula, and then paired with this soft brush, I think it just makes a really good combination. Alright, last thing for makeup is these. Oh, I love these. These are the Pro Matte glosses from L'Oreal, the Infallible Pro Matte glosses from L'Oreal. So this is the color. The light one is in Bare Attraction 318, and then the deeper one is in Nude Allude. So I'm going to do a swatchy of each of them. Okay, that's a fucking huge swatch. So that's, that is Bare Attraction. Really pretty. This is like a really nice, I mean, it looks super dark right now, but on me it's actually a really good nude, like a peach nude where it doesn't look bare and like washed out. And then this guy is in the color Nude Allude. This is like such a nice color that me and my twin sister like always gravitate towards. It's this guy right here. It's just like a really good kind of like burnt rose mauve-y color. I just really like this color a lot. So these guys are, it's a very interesting formula. Right now they look very shiny, but on the lips they don't look very shiny. They actually look matte. They smell really yummy too. They smell very fruity in a good way. I really like the way they smell. They sometimes will tend on the very inner heart to lip kind of gather, but they're really good at reapplying. Like they're not like liquid lipsticks where when you reapply you kind of have to just like take off all the lip and then reapply. This one you can like add layer on top of layer. You can see they still kind of have like a sheen to it, but they're not. And I don't mind that. Like sometimes like I don't want my lips to look dried out. Like sometimes I don't want them to look like they're cracking. Sometimes I don't want them to look like they've been in the desert for months. You know what I mean? Like I like it to look like a nice lipstick, but I also don't want it to be shiny and sticky. And this is, I think, a really great medium to that. Non-makeup related are these little bungees. These are for your hair. I'm telling you, this stuff like holds your hair. Oh, maybe I shouldn't mess up my hair. But it like, you tie it like a regular colita, and like it stays there. Like if I were to run with this, it will not slip off. It will not pull my hair. It will not give me a headache. It stays, and it doesn't tangle in my hair either. I like these for going to the gym. They feel so comfortable in my hair. They never slip off. You know, like especially at the ends of a colita, like of a hair tie, when they get really like loose and it has like that skinny bit where the elastic is not in there. You guys, please tell me you know what I'm talking about. This stuff doesn't do that. These are amazing. I say definitely try them out. They stay in the gym. They stay when I'm doing like cardio, when I'm running, or I'm doing sprints, when I'm doing like jump squats and stuff like that. Like stuff that like usually my hair will like get loose on. This does not get loose on. I promise you, it's awesome. My last favorite are these guys. These are the Wet n Wild nail polishes. These are the One Step Wonder gels. They are fairly new to the Wet n Wild collection. So the ones that I have in my hand, well, on my hand actually, is my sister's, which she, oh shit, I was supposed to give that to her today. Whoopsie. This is Peri-Winkle of an Eye. It's a really good, well, here, I peeled that nail because if it's chipped, even for like a second, I will take the whole damn thing off. But that's the color. It looks awesome. It's really opaque. It's amazing, and it lasts a really long time. And then the other color that I have on here is Condensed Milk. This one is more like a white. I have to say the color, like some of the lighter colors aren't exactly what they look like on the packaging, so just be wary of that. But this one in particular is, I really like. I like it because it looks like a white, like a good white, milky white. It does need an extra layer or two. I did 3 layers of this one. But then there's some colors that just literally just need 1 layer. It's kind of just like a hit or miss. And this is a really good nail polish where it dries fairly quickly and you don't really need a top coat. So, yay! Hope you guys enjoyed my favorites and empties. If you guys have any favorites, please list them down below. You guys know I comment back. And I'd love to kind of know what you guys are into this month or this past month for April? April! I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!